Oh shoot, I thought I should have come back. How many of you have driven on snow-covered roads? Of course, my Minnesota people. Well, I grew up in Minnesota. That was an annual occurrence, right? But when I was growing up in Minnesota, I was a lot younger. I didn't do the driving. It was always mom and dad. And so I didn't get my first real taste of winter driving until I went to school in St. Louis, Missouri. And I remember driving in my first blizzard very, very, very vividly. I'm driving in my red hot turbo twins. Got a friend in the car, and I'm about to enter the freeway. The roadways are white because the snow plows hadn't gotten there on time yet. And he says to me, "Oh, you be careful." And of course, as a young person, I just started college. I did not listen. And I did what you're supposed to do when you enter the freeway, and that is you step on the gas. So I stepped on the gas, entering the freeway. Next thing I know, the back of my car is doing this, fishtail, right? First thing I do is I look at my rear view mirror, afraid of what's coming behind me. I look down to my side mirror, and next thing I know, I'm doing 360s. Okay, have you done this maybe? Yeah. Tie-ties at all. And that is when it hit me what they've been teaching you in driving school. And that is when you lose control of the car, what do? You look where you want to go. Because when you look where you want to go, your brain sends these signals to your hands, and your hands automatically steer you in the direction you want to go. How many of you have heard that? Look where you want to go. If you lose control, right? Yes. So what does that tell you? That tells me that my brain is capable of things I do not understand. Right? How many of you have heard the fun fact that you only use 10% of your brain? Have you heard that? Yeah, you heard? How many believe that's true? Hey, you're wrong. Scientists say you actually use most of your brain, most of the time. Even when you're sleeping, you use much of your brain. Okay? How many have heard of the left brain, right brain? You know, creative versus analytical. Yes, you heard that? Also not true. Your brain works together, one piece. Yes, there are different sides, but you use your whole brain. Okay? Here are some fun facts about your brain that are true. Okay? That are true. The brain generates 12 to 25 watts of electricity. That is enough to power a small light. That's amazing. Your brain is doing this. And by the same token, you can say that's how much energy your brain is using up. So it's important for us to nurture our brain. Not eating good foods, like nuts and berries and all that stuff. And sleep. Very important for brain health. Okay? Your brain isn't fully formed until you're the age of 25. Use that with teenagers. Who here is under 25? Yes. Really? Just before you move? Yeah, based on height. Okay. So you guys, listen to your uplines. This is how your brain develops. It develops from the back forward, which means your frontal lobe, the area responsible for reasoning, judgment, knowing right from wrong, abstract thought, memory, physical movement. Okay? All of that is the last to develop. Brain information can travel up to an impressive 350 miles an hour. That is fast. That means it's like that. Like before you can even think about it, it's already happened. The message is sent out, it's received, your brain does something. That's how powerful your brain is. How many of you watch Jerry Maguire, Show Me the Money? Do you remember that cute little kid? I remember this. Did you know the human adult brain weighs about 3 pounds? Have you done that? Yeah? That's about as much as a half gallon of milk. Okay? And mammals, other than the sperm whale, we humans have the biggest brain. Okay? Men tend to have slightly larger brains than women, generally about 10%.
No way!
Doesn't make it worse.
reality that does not impact.
Yes!
How many of you have done something you did not think you could do? By a word, share hands. Show of hands. Come on, really? For those of you, the question was, how many of you have done something you didn't think you could? Okay? If you did not raise your hand, I would tell you it's because you did not set your goal high enough. Okay? You only did what you knew you could. You have not realized your own potential. Okay? Look at these two sentences. Is there a difference? You're not in my English class right now. Not talking grammar. Is there a difference between I don't think I can and I think I can? Yes, there's a difference. The difference is mindset. Okay? Difference is mindset. When you set a goal that is so high for yourself, like your brain is saying, I don't know, I don't think I can. Everyone has that voice. Do you guys have that voice? Everyone has that voice. Okay? It is how you interpret that hesitation that will be the difference between success and failure. Okay, if you hear that, I don't think I can, and you see it as doubt, then you're thinking, I think I can. And when you think you can't, you won't. Okay? My brain doesn't work that way. When my brain hears, I don't know, I don't think I can do that. You know what how I interpret that? I'm like, but there's possibility. Okay? That's an opportunity. Because when you think that you can't, then you have taken away all possibility. Again, when you think that you can't, you won't. Right? Yes. Now, it's very easy to stand up here and say, think big. Okay? Set high goals. How do you do that? How many have watched the movie Dumb and Dumber? My God, my dad loves that movie. There's a scene in that movie where the hot chick says to the guy, or the guy says to the real nerdy guy says to the hot girl, hey, what do you think our chances are to get it together tonight? Right? And she says, like a snowball's chance in hell. And he says, so you're saying there's a chance? You've got to be like Jim Carrey. You've got to be like Jim Carrey. So here are the 3 steps to success. Did you know there were only 3 steps? Yes, there are only 3 steps. By the way, when they asked me to speak, I said, okay, I just came up with a quick thing. I was so busy like trying to earn my diamonds, I didn't even know what the theme of this convention was. And I'd already come up with it and it fits. And like Tai Tai, I'm sitting down there like, oh my God, I was going to say that. I was going to say that. Everyone who's come up here has said it, so that means there's something there, right? Step number 1, dream big, set higher goals. Again, if you don't, then you're not going to realize your true potential. Okay? Who in here has studied martial arts? Yes? Mm-hmm. Martial arts. So I did, until I didn't want to cut my nails anymore. When you study martial arts and you're punching, you're sparring, okay? Yes, I loved it. You got someone's holding pads and you're punching. The small fighter aims for the pad and they go, that's it. They go. When I spar, I aim for the wall behind the guy who's holding the pads. And when you do that, it bam! Right? You gotta punch through. Why stop there? So when you aim here, you stop here. You aim there, you punch through. And that's what I mean when I say that you've got to dream big. It's got to be set high. How many of you have heard about manifestation? Visualization, right? Okay, maybe you've done a little research and you heard about this manifestation and raising your vibration. What the heck does that mean? It means you've got to do more than Just set a goal and say, I want that. Here is a key to your success. You've got to, in your mind, daily live as if you've already reached that goal. You've got to imagine walking on this stage. Ladies, we've got to choose what dress we're going to wear next year because you're going to be up on stage. You've got to have that kind of confidence that you have already made it. Because you can sit there and want and wish all you want, but if you don't believe that you've already got it there, you're not going to get there. Okay? I'm going to give you these steps, and I'm going to show you what I did to get to where I am today. Then you're going to make a map. Okay? Making a map means, how do I get there? Okay? Wanting it all day long is not going to make it happen. Right? At the end of DDC 24 in the Dominican Republic, Vince gave me an impossible goal. And this was the end of February. I was at Diamond 20, and he said, boy, it would sure be nice if we hit 25 at convention. This was the end of April. I had May, June, July. I was at 20. I had just missed 28. How did that happen? Okay, I thought it was pretty impossible. I was starting to feel that fall off that Corey and Victoria were warning me about. To just wait. The better you do, the harder it becomes. Okay? Next week, I have over $160-something thousand going off in one day. But then I had a really great August last year. So when Vince gave me this goal, I said, okay, crazy, but how do I do it? How do I do it? And then I was starting to dream. That was him dreaming big for me. With me, I'm sitting there for step 2. I was already thinking of it. I was already thinking, oh, here it comes. Making a map was getting people to help me. Couldn't do it myself. Last year, I did very well, and I didn't think it was possible because I was working already so hard. There are only so many hours in a day. I didn't think I could give any more. So Vince helped me by telling me how. I really didn't understand the whole fall off and how to do this. And it still seemed quite impossible. And then my husband said one thing to me, and it changed my trajectory. He said, honey, let's just forget the noise. Let's just focus on doing what we started this for. Let's just work. Let's just forget the noise. And I took that to heart. I forgot the noise. I didn't let anything else distract me. Okay? We came up with steps. I got people to help me. I have the best admin in the room right now, I think. Jen Lee, who works at my speed, who doesn't sleep if I don't sleep. Thank you, Cynthia, for giving her to me. It is hard. Your partner is more important than you think. Your life partner. Their support, their love, them understanding how busy you are, them picking up the slack when you can. Okay? Them getting you a cup of water when they know you've been sitting on Zoom for 5 hours straight. That's immeasurable. Thank you, I love you, I love you. FFS, Samantha Martinez has been a godsend to us. See, no one does it alone. She works as if it's her diamonds. That's how hard she works. Those are the kind of people I need on my team. Yeah? Can't do it alone. Okay, I wanted to share with you these quotes that you might have seen before. Distraction is the greatest killer of success. If you don't separate yourself from distractions, distractions will separate you from your goal. Distractions could be that little voice in your head. Distractions could be, and this is the worst right here. I've seen friends help dig up the seeds of hope and dreams that you have planted. so-called friends who plant that doubt in your head. Don't let them do that. That's a distraction. Okay? You shouldn't take advice from people who are not where you want to be in life. This is a no-brainer. Okay? If someone in this business isn't succeeding and they're giving you advice, why are you talking to them about it? No. If you find someone smarter than you, work with them, don't compete. Okay, let's learn from each other. Again, just like Shirley said, competition is with myself. Okay? Comfort is the enemy of achievement. If you are too comfortable, you're done. You are done. Okay? You've got to be uncomfortable. Yes, you must be tired. You must be scared. If you haven't felt scared yet in this business, you have not done what you need to do to get where you want to go. Train yourself to take nothing personally, to save yourself 99.9% of mental problems. Right? I am tough. My team will tell you I am really tough. And one of the first things I tell them is, I'm a straight shooter. If you've got thin skin, please tell me now, and I'll try to sugarcoat it for you. But just know that when I speak like this, it's because I'm passionate. I'm not mad at you. I'm not screaming at you. I'm just really passionate. And if you don't have this passion, what are you doing here? I've shown several people the door. Now, I'm not here to babysit. And this is what I told my team last night. We love to say, if you don't succeed, if you fail, that's going to be your fault. So we blame you for your failures. And yes, I will do that. But by the same token, I'm also going to tell you that I am not going to take credit for your achievements, for your success. That is also on you. So, ladies and gentlemen, going into 2024, like that first week, I had said to a lot of people, I had posted it on social media, and I do that so I can go back and take a look and remind myself, okay? Keep myself like accountability on social media. I felt 2024 was going to be astronomical, and it has been. It has been. 2025, this company, all of you down here right now, like, it is going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. And I just want to leave you with one last thought, and it's about positivity. Okay? And everything that you read on that the distractions and the noise and taking advice from people who aren't where you want to be and taking things personally and stuff, that is negativity. Don't let it in your house. Okay, because when you, what is the word when you let things go? Okay, when you, what's that? No, not letting go of good things, like bad things, like accepting. Like when you tolerate, what you tolerate, you invite. What you tolerate, you invite into your home. If you tolerate backstabbing, if you tolerate this, if you tolerate laziness, if you tolerate things, you let those things into your home. I don't tolerate that. My team knows it. I don't tolerate people being late. My one team member who at the last trip was late to everything, and I said to her husband, I said, I don't care if she's your wife. If she's late this time, you leave her in the room. You're going to be on time. Okay? That's the only time we leave team members behind is when you come to a business meeting, you will be here on time. Anyone else who's late, leave them behind because that's on them. That's the kind of really tough love training I do. So thank you for not being mad at me for being so tough on you. Your leaders work very, very hard. Very hard. So don't hold anything against them. They don't hold stuff against you. Positivity is what's going to take us to the top in 2025. Thank you. Good luck, everybody.